Yeah, I feel this. I'm just feeling like it's gonna be BadRexon again because their team is so much easier to perform with. It could really go either way. I've seen the Covenant lose so many times though. I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna go with BadRexon as well. Yeah, might need you to recheck your connection for a second. Production was like, "Yo, where's Blue
Oh,
Scale?" Yeah.
am I back?
Yeah. Ah, hopefully you are.
I don't know.
Uh,
I've refreshed it. All right. Well, hopefully we're here. I don't even know.
looking at the fastest, actually there's rage on Lifesteal, not unfettered rage, so that's fine. I mean, they're both good abilities. Unfettered rage is great for dispelling like Fiend's Grip but you can use it to get a hard dispel, but then you don't have full debuff immunity. Whereas rage is the old rage that we all know and somewhat
Somewhat.
somewhat. I don't. A few years I don't like playing against. Lifesteal is one of them. Anti-mage is another. Because as a 4, you face them in the lane, and you generally feel like you can't do too much against them. It's like, oh, I have no mana. Yay.
Hooray!
Oh,
Great fun.
we're fantastic.
Well, start this game. Both teams do the exact same move, invade the triangle. Nothing is found. 2 bounties at start. Not a single auto attack was fired here, Otomo. So the most passive start to a game you could possibly see. Actually, no. Now it's more passive.
There you go. Oh yeah, we did have a few issues last time. I think one team even played 4 versus 5 in the Dreamlink qualifier. So whoopsie doozy. Alright,
Yeah.
So I saved his name as Mercer, but apparently he's changed to H2 owned now. You know, it's been 2 days since I wrote my notes. Obviously, he has to rebrand during that time.
Why not?
Oh,
You know,
God.
all these sort of weird, quirky names. I feel like it takes quite a while for people to find their true esports name. You know, a name that you're gonna stick around with for quite a long time. Like, how long did it take Otomo for you to find Otomo?
That was the first name I picked, and I stuck to it.
You absolute. How did you pick your esports name first try?
I liked it. I was like, okay. At what point you're like you've been on it for 2 years? Like, why should I change it? Why do I need to rebrand it to anything? And then after a while, professionally, you're like, oh, this is stuff. This is stuff. I can't be booty kicker anymore. You know, I can't switch to that. It's too much of a change.
That's when you're just playing LAN games with your friends. Then you can whip out the booty kick.
Yeah,
Right?
you're like, no one knows me in this one. What about you? Was Blue Skill your first pick or?
No, Blue Scale was like my third or fourth. I went through a few different names and stuff until I found it. Like, but the funny thing is, my brothers were actually like, right, you need to get a decent name because all your other names are trash.
Yeah.
So I literally had to make a list of potential names, and I was like having to like pitch them to them, and I came up with Blue Scale, and they were like, oh yeah, it sounds alright, it's okay.
Okay.
So I was like, alright, it just went with it.
I know a lot.
It has no meaning.
I've seen a bunch of other people who have been able to rebrand, like casters and stuff. Someone was like White and Black, then something Fish, then Mr. Alvaro, and it worked for him. You know, he could do it. But for me, it's like, nah, I'm sticking to this to the end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't betray the name.
Yep.
It's fine.
My son even knows it. He's like, "Are you at home?" I'm like, "Yes, that's me. Could you go play with your toys now?"
Hey, he even knows my name.
He does actually. He actually knows with scale, and they talk sometimes.
Yeah, we're best buds. You know, my #1 fan.
Well, speaking of best buds, bottom lane does feel like it can be very action-packed. If the Oracle is able to, get like the root on anyone with a static link from the Razor, you can kill them. On the other hand, if the Shadow Shaman catches the Oracle, there's nothing the Razor can do to save him.
He will just die. There's nothing about it. I mean, I wonder what kind of skill build could go as well. Could it be like the 1-1-1 for maximum control potential to kill Wind Touch, or is it going to be the more standard like 2-1-0?
He's got 1 point in Ether Shock already, so looks like it might be. I don't know if you take more points in Ether Shock now, because you always get the 3 targets from the start. It used to be 1, 3, 5, 7. Now it's 3, 5, 7, 9. So maybe we'll do leave it at level 1.
Okay, yeah, actually the damage doesn't even scale as well as it used to, I feel. Like, it only goes up by, like, 40% or something like that. you know, there's a lot better level 2s out there.
Oh, it is, and especially because Shackles, the damage doubles, and remember you're draining their life energy.
Yeah, that's weird. Oh, okay, maybe Ether Shock is just a permanent level 1 spell now. Never mind, it's been a while since I played Shaman, to be fair.
It used to be, a long time ago, used to max out to push out lanes and then drop snakes at towers, but no one does that anymore.
Yeah, the classic. You just get your level 6 to push tier 1s, that's what you're there for.
Oh, and by that time, by the way, also, when people see snakes on top of their tower, they're like, eh! Oh well, good luck tower. Now people actually teleport.
Now they're like, wow, look at that, that's like 200 gold sat there. I'm gonna farm that.
Alright, so
it's pretty easy.
Top lane, I expect this to be very inactive. Hooray, there's no stuns, so Hooray and Copycat should be able to TP away. At the same time, you're really not killing a rage lifestealer.
Hold down bomb though. Sam, he nearly went down there. Just got the stick off just in time. That was close.
Jeez, you play by play. You guys get so excited over it. Come on.
Kills!
Is that?
No, maybe again. He's gonna dive. Quick damage. There it is. See, I told you, Tomo. That's where it was.
That one was that one. Our observer knew. By the way, our observer is also a very talented guy as well from the Brazil scene. So he knows this stuff. But that's why the first kill is like, it's not worth it. I know it's not happening.
Apparently not.
Yeah, the first
but like, still first blood found is pretty good. Up top though, it looks like Copycat. Yeah, he's going to go down. Hiref standing his ground, 1v2. Can he at least get the trade? I don't think he can. The damage is overwhelming. And H2 Own just drowned Hiref and took him out. Double kill for the lifestealer.
It definitely feels like that should not be happening. Again, they have no stuns, so you should be able to TP out at any point you feel like you're in danger. And Copycat, you're better off just jungling. Honestly, on Nyx's in a lane like this where you're not getting kills, just go jungle, farm the big creeps, you'll be fine. I
feel like you go back a few years in Dota 2 and you say Nyx Assassin go jungle. That's just heresy. What a weird sort of state this game's in now.
To be fair, now that his mana burn instantly kills big creeps, it is legitimately like viable. And I don't mean full-time jungle. I mean like, you know, go to a camp, come back, go to a camp, come back, things like that.
Yeah. Still mad.
Mid lane is somewhat surprising that Lincer is kind of doing so well against Zed. But I mean, you know, you have lower health on the puck, and it's easy to get hit by Dragon Slaves a lot. Oh!
I mean, these guys are just like permanently full HP though.
Yeah.
They've always got bottle charges spare. They're literally not interested in harassing each other whatsoever. It is just a CS war, which, like you said, Lincer is in the lead thus far. See if that changes at all. But like I was saying earlier on, Zet on the puck, definitely a lot of potential to make those early rotations. So we'll see if he does that to help out his side lanes.
By the way, Lincer is doing for another thing that I've seen, that where you don't take any points in the stun. You go 3, 0, and 2 in the Fiery Souls, and you leave Light Strike Array unskilled. I don't like this. I generally feel like the cost of it is too much, but you know, some people are, you know, it is the maximum efficiency for farming and things like that.
Yeah.
I
mean, I can kind of understand not leveling LSA against a puck because, you know, you can always phase shift dodge it and then the skill's wasted. But like we've said in many other games when we've seen this, it's always worth a value point. Meanwhile up top, Heraf goes down yet again, H2 gets a kill, and another double here at Tomo. My lord, this is just such a free lane for this lifestealer right now.
Again, it's very surprising that this happening at all. Like, no, there's no stuns. It's very odd to me. Tide Hunter, he's got Gush. That's interesting. Didn't take Kraken Shell till now. I'm surprised that why he take Gush. Usually take Gush if you want to give it for kills. So maybe that 1 point Kraken would have helped him early on. It's actually a good amount of damage block. What was it? 16? 15!
It is good.
Yeah, it's 15.
It definitely adds up. I mean, yeah, I don't really... Yeah, they wouldn't be able to really go for any kills. H2O's quite too tanky, especially with the Rage. Very hard to get the kill on towards the Phoenix with only one stun, because you can always just dive away. Like, yeah, it definitely feels like a greedy sort of playstyle to come out here from the Tidehunter. And we'll see if he gets punished for it.
Oh, he might be, because he TP'd top. He actually TP'd top. He should have considered walking top, but he should be alright. There's no way to kill him.
Okay. Kraken Shell coming in clutch. Zet, though, made to the first rotation up towards the top. Level 6 is here, but already giving up here at Tomo. TP's up for literally no reason. And now he's going to have to run himself all the way back to his lane. Okay, he's actually going to grab the 7-minute wisdom at the very least, which is something.
But they're doing a good thing.
Copycat's happy. He's getting free lane mid.
Exactly, right? It's like you can go and I can also be in the mid lane and I can get some EXP. And Puck does get something for his troubles, like you said, with the Wisdom Ruin. Oh, and Kido is going... He might max Ether Shock. I'd like to see this. It seems unlikely, but maxing Ether Shock with snakes, you can push so fast. There you go.
True. I mean, nobody else really on the lineup of BadRexon those spells are pushing though. Like maybe Lena to some degree, but with the build like you're saying, it's most likely just gonna be sit back and farm. So it's quite interesting.
No, it's like you said. You know, lifesteal sometimes they go for Deso, but it's not super common. And in general, it's like your right clicks are better against heroes and buildings. So yeah, same thing for the other side, by the way. Unless you go for like the Anchor Smash Effects Buildings talent, which is what, 25 or something? 20. Jeez. So yeah, we're in for a while.
Could be a slow game. Could be a very, very slow game. We might get a little fight for this bottom. Rune spawning, 8 minutes. Regen Rune actually grabbed him from Copycat. Good 2-man stun. Lands onto them both. Linson in danger. Control up right now here from the Dream Core. With the help of the Phoenix, can they make a difference? The question is no. As Linson will still die. Kido taking damage, he was able to get back to the safety of the tier 1. Copycat though still lands the stun, and Kido with the chickens, not going to make a difference. Gets taken out from the Waning Rift. It's a double kill now for Zet.
Beautiful use by Copycat of the Spike Carapace, reflecting the Laguna Blade, and now they're like, no, we want more. It's a bit far, but I think you can chase him.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. Easy Spike Carapace start. That's really rough, you know. Just your facet is the thing that will trigger Spike Carapace. Is really brutal.
That is a good point. And the thing is, that is the facet that's super good for like being stable and Wukong.
Okay, they're gonna try. Good control. TP finally coming in here from the Oracle. Can he get him? No, he cannot. Big kill to find there, taking out Wukong. Exactly what they needed in this off lane to sort of balance it out. So far though, it's still the lifesteal at the top here, Tomo. Like H2O, he's level 8, he's got completed armlet with phase boots. He just does whatever the hell he wants. He just gets a free carry kill, why not?
Okay, look at his net worth. By the way, his net worth is massive when we switch to it in a bit. And no, they can't do that.
Okay. Luckily, Harep has his own phase boots, otherwise that would have been a kill for sure. TP up top though, Zet's going to try and look for this one. Copycat. In for the stun. Dreamcold started off, but Infest in towards the Phoenix, giving him that much needed HP, does save him from this initiation from the Nyx. So good read. Pops out, gets the 2-man stun immediately with the burst damage. They've taken out the Nyx assassin. Zet will be able to get the jump towards the orb, but H2O still finds a free kill, so it's just a support for support. Not exactly the big move that the Covenant were after there.
It does give Harate a bit of free time, which is nice. But you look at the support levels, 4 and 5 for the Dire support. Oh, when touch! That's level 6. False promise.
There you go. Big. These ultimates make a difference, Tomo. Who would have known?
It almost feels like giving priority to your supports. It can win you the game sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah. Is that trying to make your games easier in the future? I think your future teammates are watching them.
Oh no. I every time you take a creep, they just ping you. You're like, why? It's a creep. Wukong, he is level 6. It seems like they are going on. They actually scan. They're worried that someone's going to try and backstab him. He died just now with 18 magic wand stacks and a healing lotus. Oh, Wukong, no!
Trying to use the gate. Linsa though, easily going to put a stop to that one. There is Copycat coming in though here with the use of the Vendetta. Crush stuns on towards the tomb. They actually managed to kill Linsa first! Wukong will still die. Copycat as well might be losing his own life. More reinforcements raining on through. The snakes actually trapping his own offlaner. A little bit of a mistake there from Kudo. So it ends up being a 2-for-2 trade, but it's 2 cores for a core and a support. So the Covenant does come out ahead very slightly. But elsewhere, H2O just gets a solo kill on towards Haref. Man, this lifestealer is ridiculous right now.
He used the Ravage and still couldn't escape, by the way. His Ravage was used in that situation. I imagine he didn't plan anything. He had a TP scroll. Again, he has TP scrolls, but he's TPing to the lane, and then he can't TP back to run away. He needs to walk to the lane. But the way the Covenant has played the top lane entirely has been wrong. Like their main approach. Like again, he's TPing top. which means that he's stuck top for a while. He's not team fighting. He's not gonna be able to run away.
I'm also surprised he TP'd up here considering Wukong is also here. So I'm guessing they're actually going to try and force down this tower. If you're BadRexon, do you commit heroes to defend this right now? I mean, you know there's no Ravage.
It seems like they don't really care too much. They're like, if 2 cores want to take this tower, they're not the fastest, but they do have a full creep wave here. So it is actually going to fall pretty fast now. Everyone's coming top.
Yeah, Zet's here. Copycat also in the trees. So it's just a free objective right now. Looks like the Sladar's trying to do some tower pushing of his own, but Doxam obviously not able to push very fast, so this tier 1's going to stay for a little bit longer. So the Covenant actually do come out ahead in this exchange.
Zed is working towards that Witchblade, quite close to it, and meanwhile Nyx Assassin not too far from the Dagon, just needs the recipe about 1,000 gold away from it. If he can get a fast Dagon, Copycat actually, he walks into, oh no, that's my fault, it's my fault.
That's always the sad thing about Nyx. Whoop, okay, I wanted to try and go for at least a trade on towards Godot, but does end up dropping.
Unfortunate.
So just a free kill. Hey, it's the nature of the Nyx. Every now and then you're going to run into a sentry. It's just inevitable.
Exactly, and you show up and then you lose your life and you don't feel very good. Meanwhile, on the other side, did they have anyone building Orchids? It doesn't seem like it. I've seen some people rush Orchid against Puck because you force him to get a Yule Scepter, which is not an item he wants most of the time. But no,
it would be quite a cool addition. It's just like, you know, because you know how I always come out with things that could be added to this game, you know, something stupid. Alright, imagine you could drop like permanent pins on the map that only you can see or something, or you can share with your teammates, and you could put timers on them. So you can say, there's a ward here, I think there's 4 minutes left on it, you know? And then after the 4 minutes, the pin will just disappear from the map.
I think if everyone has like a limit of 2 pins at a time, that would be useful. Because it's too much, you might everyone will be like, pin everywhere. It has to be like, but yeah, I'd like that. Like this place has a ward. Because right now you do have that thing that you can ping it, but it's not, you know, ward here, and people just like, oh yeah, it's message, and they forget about it in 2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just you lose it. But if it's like a little permanent thing on the minimap, and you're like, okay, this is warded, maybe I won't go here. My supports have said there's an ops on this high ground, so I won't farm this spot. It could probably change a lot of outcomes. I like that idea.
It is, because probably in pro matches they can remember, right? Oh, okay, Insania said this area is warded. I'll listen to Insania. But here, when it's 420, lover, you're like, I don't care what he said.
Yeah. There you go. We should pitch this idea. You got Icefrog's contact info, haven't you?
I do have his email, which is publicly available.
Oh, well. Hit him up, mate.
Oh, man, this Life Stealer is very, very farmed. He is massively farmed. And they have no real way of dealing. By the way, he did go for the Deso. We said it's not like the most common item, but it fixes their pushing power by a lot. Well, even then they have less of a push power than the other side. They have Shadow Shot.
Yeah. It's pretty nuts. It's like full 3,000, over 3,000 gold actually, ahead of his counterpart carry of Wukong. It's just nuts. I mean, what's the timing for BadRexon to start using this net worth here, Atomo? Like, are they waiting for just one more item, or is it just a situation?
I think they don't feel like they're on a timer, right? Because you have great scaling late game, you have good team fights with the Phoenix. Oh! He's dead.
Alright, they're really trying to kill him. No, he's not. He's just surviving. Gets the burst here. He's going to be fine. Egg has been dropped as well. Wind Touch in danger. Has to use the false promise, but he's not going to get far. Zet still drops off to the north side as well. What an absolute disaster for the Covenant. They can't even kill a free support. And look at that, H2O just pushed them all the way back to their tier 2. Horrible spot to be in.
It is. I really don't like what Rach is doing. He went for a Blast into Mage Slayer. When it seems like in a game like this, you might be like, yo guys, let me just get Blink. Hopefully I can get Big Ravage. Because I haven't seen him Ravage in 60 minutes. He did use one, and he died right after to escape a life steal. But this is not the way. Wraith has dropped the ball heavy in this game.
Yeah, that's a bit of a whoopsie. I mean, it's quite funny as well, considering how in the series we were casting for them in Dream League, he was their pseudo carry. Like, he was actually doing a lot of work when he was playing things like the Bristleback, and he was basically unstoppable. But on the Tidehunter, he doesn't really feel comfortable.
Yeah, because they're very different heroes, even if they're the same role, right? Like Timber saw Bristleback, he can say, oh, I'm tanky, I kill people. But when you play Tidehunter, you don't do that. You know, your initiation and counter initiation and auras, basically. You don't actually do damage. Alright, Shanks. That could be a nice kill. Oh, what?
Oh no! Oh my lord, that is a big hit to the morale of your team right there. You pop Ravage for a position 5 support, and it doesn't even connect. They miss everything. That is the worst feeling you as a Dota 2 player right there, and that's just going to further this lead for BadRexon. It's already 6k, now they haven't got the threat of a Ravage. This is just looking so free.
Yeah, but man, I put Harate as very different hero pools. I put him Timbersaw, Brood, Lycan, and Primal Beast. So when I see Tidehunter, I was surprised the pick comes out because it's a hero, but I'm most surprised for Harate, who doesn't play this type of heroes. And ouch! Oh, that was bad.
Yeah. That is not good. And now the counterplay coming on through from BadRexon. They got initiation on towards the Oracle. Perfect target. Not going to be any false promise saves coming out here.
He's got TP.
Wraith now in danger. He does have TP, but there's far too many stuns around him, I think, to go for it. They're actually not even going to bother chasing. Just going to sail for the tier 1.
I think he's still too durable. By the way, Shadow Shaman. Oh, I thought he had a blink, but no, he has Aether Lens finished on him. This is one of the few heroes where you want Aether Lens almost more than blink, because you just want to stay behind throughout your spells. And since when you shackle, you're stuck to the target. Like, you want to be able to shackle as far away as possible. Anything else? Lena's working towards the Axe Scepter. And Slaughter's working to... Oh, he's going Orchid on Slaughter. I love this. Really good against the puck.
Yeah, should be fantastic. I like it.
There you go.
I mean, I look at you saying as well about Cadeau with the lens. That makes sense, but I feel like they do want that catch for the puck there. I mean, Doxam can do it with his own blink, but it's a little bit harder to pull off. Unless you've got the Bash of the Deep charges already there to get the instant right click when you blink. It's, yeah, easier for the puck to escape, I feel.
No, I mean, he'll definitely get after, but I think that you can get, like, Aether Lens first. He's going for a shard, which will help him farm. Then you can go blink. I mean, like, for me, this is the perfect Shadow Shaman build. By the way, Wukong is now 4,500 gold behind H2O, who, by the way, is 15 years old, as we must start with.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I remember being that younger Tomo, and I was amazing at every single game. Now I'm not. So it just shows, in a game like esports, the younger the better.
Yes!
100%.
Nick Assassin, Copycat's 1, 5, and 5. He hasn't been able to find those solo targets. To be fair with you, the supports are kind of difficult to kill. We mentioned that Shadow Shaman, if you have a blood grenade, maybe you can bring him down, but still not easy. Phoenix is unkillable, and the Core's unkillable. Maybe the Lima is unkillable, but still tough. Alright.
Fresh round of items just picked up here now for BadRexon. I'm going to assume that this is their time to make the move. The Orchid is done on Doxam. Sanj and Yasha also picked up there for H2 so this is the big enough spike they could want. 20 minutes as well, so Roshan moving down to the south side where pretty much everyone from BadRexon is. So it looks like Roshan's on the menu here. The question is, do the Covenant contest it? They've got very good Rosh fighting capabilities. Ravage as well as the Dream Call. They could definitely try.
It's been Zed is actually doing really well in terms of net worth. Like, he is keeping up. The problem is that Orchid, he is not ready for it. If he can blink away when it hits him, that's ideal, but still very risky. As they're grouping up, they want to contest. Zed shows up, the smoke. Here we go. How about you know?
Rosh is already on half HP though. There's a lot of minus armor here. You've got the amplified damage, you've got Desolator as well. It is getting low, but they might be able to get it just in time.
Yeah.
But they don't have like a blink tag on her F, so he can't just jump in there and Ravage. He has to walk on in, and now it is too late. Fight coming, Shackles before the Ravage actually gets committed. H2 just going to run on top of him. Her F might be forced to pop the ultimate, but the raid's already there, so it does nothing to the Lifestealer. Completely countered. The Phoenix already lost their life as well, trying to chase after Doxam, and Slardar will die behind the pit, but H2O, he's the scary one, comes on out, wants to start right-clicking people, Cadeau keeping Copycat at long range, Wukong just TPs out, Wind Touch is dead, there is an egg dropped off to the north side, as the Phoenix did buy back for this, but it didn't even mean anything, he just dropped the egg on the high ground, that was pretty chill.
Not a bad fight. 2 for 2. You were able to kill one of their cores. You forced out a buyback from the Phoenix, who's now his lowest net worth. A bit surprising, Wind Touch did not use the false promise at any stage of that fight. And Hooray, you see the problem, right? Going for the Vlad without the Blink Dagger. Oh,
yeah, this read, absolutely amazing here from BadRexon. They knew that Wukong was going to head up towards this north side of farms. They went for the Twin Gate to find him, but unfortunately, the wrong person went first, Otomo. They needed Cadeau to go in to get the stuns, but H2O ran in instead. Potential re-engage here for the Covenant. Poked from afar, infesting towards the Shadow Shaman to try and get him out. Haref is here, but he's already popped his Ravage, so it does nothing at all. And just when a fight was brewing once again, it immediately stops.
Lotus Orb for Hooray. Ow! I understand that, you know, you can reflect like Shackle. Oh.
Jump. Okay, Kraken Shell gonna keep purging this away. Meanwhile, Doxum jumps into the back lines, gets a stun onto multiple heroes, holding them back. NSA lands on towards Set as well, but no follow-up damage to really kill the puck. He's gonna be able to survive and retreat. Linsa, though, taking a lot of damage himself, will be able to try and run away as Wukong on death's door. Long-range hit there from Cadeau, finishes him off. They take out Wind Touch as well. Both supports are gone, and H2O trying to finish off Set. Blink forwards there for Cadeau again with the Hex. Guarantees the kill, and it's 4-0 trade here, right next to the tier 2. This is a free objective here for BadRexon.
I'm not sure. Winter's is doing this thing where you wait till last second to throw out the heal so you can get the ultimate for false spawn, so you can get like maximum, right? You're like, oh look, they brought him down to 1% health, and now I'm gonna save him. But dude needs to throw it out. That's 2 fights in a row where he just died without using it. You know what's gonna happen next fight, right?
He's gonna die without using it?
No, he's gonna throw it very premature on someone with 80% health or something like that. Because
and then the person just TP's out.
Exactly. It's like when you overcompensate. It's like when you date someone crazy, then you want to date someone who's a bit too sane for you.
A bit too sane.
Yeah, you know, like these guys.
What constitutes as too sane?
Alright, too sane is boring. They're too boring.
Oh, okay.
You need a little crazy.
A little.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Get a bit of spice, a bit of
exactly.
Yeah, that's what you're after.
Whereas if they're like super boring, like, what do you want to do today? I want to sit home and pray. You're like, my God.
Jeez. Pray? No, thank you. We'll go next. Meanwhile, the game continues. 12,000 gold lead now here for BadRexon. 9 for 19 on the scoreline. H2O just pushing the tier 2 all on his own, while the rest of the team, they're hunting for someone down to this south side. Copycat and Zet are both here. Smoke's gonna break. They jump him. I think. Yep, that is a dead Zet. Puck just gets blown to smithereens. Dead for 45 seconds. H2O, he's diving the damn base on his own here at Tomo. He basically 5 shots Wind Touch. There's going to be the false promise. Does keep him alive. Wukong though is here. They're going to try and bully out this Lifestealer, but he is very healthy. Wind Touch barely surviving there from the ult. And yeah, tier 2 gone. Doesn't look like BadRexon are going to force down this tier 3 though.
Did you see that? He used it very early. Well, not early. I mean, he used it himself at a good time actually, but he used it. He was like, no, I'm not serving it anymore. Yeah, the hands are on the throats right now, and BadRexon is squeezing because Covenant, you really don't have much of a way to come back. The enemy support is more farmed than your Titan, so he's almost more farmed than all the cores Cadeau here.
Yeah, it's scary. Really, really scary. I mean, yeah, you don't have any sort of like BKB piercing disable either, so the rage is the free in the world for him. Meanwhile, Copycat gets caught out. Did his Vendetta just run out? I didn't even see.
I think it did. It did run out. It's only level 1 and it's about 10 seconds away from his cooldown, so definitely ran out. He wasn't paying attention.
That's very, very unfortunate. Another free kill, another free tier 2, and now that is the high ground exposed on all 3 sides there for the Covenant. So it's going to get very dangerous, especially when that second Roshan time comes. But they are able to grab their Tormentor at the same time, so that is a free shard for Copycat.
Good one, I think.
I don't know.
It's a break.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
It's good for the Lifestealer, I suppose. And Bash of the Deep, which is nice. Get rid of Fiery Soul, pretty good.
You can get rid of his Seaborn Sentinel, which doesn't, which is whatever for the Slardar.
Yeah, that's what everybody knows. The Seaborn Sentinel.
Ah, yeah, it's a really good facet or innate ability. Which one is it?
Innate?
Hey!
I think it's the innate. Meanwhile, they got the connection on towards Zet. He's able to get out of there though. Copycat comes in with the save, and they blow up Cadeau. Meanwhile, to the south side, do get the trade on towards him. So it's just a 1-for-1, but multiple ultimates expended here. Egg and Snakes all used there from BadRexon. So that's probably going to put a pause on their movements for at least a couple of minutes right now. And then potentially Roshan could be up by then, so that is 100% going to be on the cards for the next target.
Also the people, right?
Like, oh, Doxam. He's so in the puck. There's nothing he can do.
I mean, we did say the Orchid is so good this game, right, against the puck, and I see it at this level, where if you're having a good game, you can get an early Orchid, the puck doesn't expect it, it catches them off guard. Oh, that's a nice board by Shanks.
Okay, Wukong gets pretty much a full duration stack link off there on towards H2 so drains a lot of his damage, does force the lifesteal to disengage for now, but yeah, it is very, very punishing for the puck. Like we're saying, like in the drafts, a Lincoln Sphere would be really good, both versus this Orchid, versus the Shadow Shaman as well. But he's not gone for it, and maybe that's just relying on Wind Touch a bit too much, you know? Just saying, I don't need to get this defensive item, the Oracle's going to be there to save me in those situations, so I can prioritize differently, and maybe that's a mistake.
To be fair, they do also have Haraith with his Lotus Orb. So now you have two methods of save, which is kind of nice, you know? You can't remove the Orchid like that.
Why am I surrounded by such peons?
But it's this is gonna be a 28-minute Wisdom Rune going for BadRexon. So there's been some debate about these forced objectives, like Wisdom Runes, where you have to take them, because not taking them is too big to let them go. Do you like that we have those, or you don't like that we have those?
I mean, I like them in the aspect of being a support player, and free XP is always amazing.
Yeah.
But it does definitely feel like a really big win condition. Like I've said it before, but when they were released, one of the reasons for introducing them was to say that even if a team is behind, they have some sort of comeback mechanic to you know, balance the game out. Meanwhile, that's what we're talking about. That
That's a
Doxam,
big kill.
he just gets completely collapsed on 4 people find him. That's a big kill.
I know.
So here advantage, potential Roshan respawning as well. See how quick it's going to be. 2 minutes 30. It's super long. But yeah, and I feel like they designed it to be some sort of comeback mechanic, but 9 times out of 10, it's just a mechanic to fall even further behind.
Yes.
Because like, if you're already losing, it's not exactly easy to defend your own Wisdom Rune, is it?
Yeah, especially like, imagine also, you know, at 650 the enemy mid rotates, kills you, takes the Wisdom Rune, and you're level 4 as a support. You don't have the Tome of Knowledge like before, you could just eat to recover. Now you're like, I'm gonna be 4 forever! I'll never get my ultimate.
Yeah, I like the premise of them. I feel like something needs to change. Maybe... yeah, I don't know, maybe I should... While we're talking about that, fight, H2 gets controlled up, quick burst on towards Godot, Shadow Shaman is gone! This is the big power of having this Nyx Assassin, you just delete the supports, and Godot could do to respond to that one. That is another big kill there for the side of the Covenant, not being punished for it either.
That's...
If they could do anything.
I like what you just said, nothing he can do about it, because remember the Vendetta applies a break, you can break his innate, the one that turns him into a chicken when he's about to die. That is why he hasn't been using them in the last few fights. Not that he can use them, but it hasn't been proccing the foul play. It is breakable.
That is nuts.
Yeah, so
no, not easy.
No, that's actually a big deal, because before, when you try to kill Shadow Shaman, he gets an extra second of living. That's an extra second for Lifesteal to infest him and keep him alive, or him throwing out the Hex before he dies. But now it's like, no, we can just burst him and move on to the next thing. It's a big deal. Look at the win percentage. It's actually going up in favor of Covenant. I say in favor as in, you know, it's going up. It's not exactly in their favor.
Well, I suppose in that last like minute or whatever it is, it's only been the Covenant to actually find kills. So
yeah,
Gaben's starting to believe here, Atomo. But this next Roshan is up in 30 seconds. You can see BadRexon already fortifying the area. They want to try and take this objective down, and it's very, very important the Covenant try and claim this one for themselves, but they're just not in a position to do it. There's even a gem on Doxan now, so their wards just getting taken up. It's very, very hard now for Copycat to get a good initiation. The game just continues to get more difficult. It
does. What's Wraith? I think last time I looked at him, he's going for the Blink Dag on the Tidehunter. That is a big one, because if you can get a good Ravage, it's nice. The problem is, you just don't really have a whole lot of burst damage aside from Copycat. Like, let's say he gets a big Ravage. Who's gonna hurt them after? Is it Razor? Has he been linked the whole time or not? Oh, wait.
Yeah, it takes a long time to build up that damage. But there you go. Second Roshan has been started, and there is not going to be any sort of contest if the Covenants. This is a free Aegis. Actually, I was thinking, you know, we talk about Wisdom Runes, right, Tomo?
Yeah.
What if,
Alright.
when Wisdom Runes spawned, they had a 5-second glyph, which only the team on that side can pick it up in those 5 seconds?
That would be good, because you ever been like you're on top of it and then Clockwork comes and pushes you away and you're like, I hate my life right now? That would be nice, because... But then again, it's also like, should we give an advantage to that? I don't know. No, how about this? The glyph, no one can pick it up. How about this? No one can pick it up.
Yeah.
Because your allies can TP to help you. You know, like it spawns and it's there, but no one can click it. But for the next 5 seconds, yeah. But then again, that's the same as if it doesn't spawn, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure there's some fix that maybe more intelligent people can sort out.
What are you saying?
But even still,
you've got like 102 IQ. That's very clever, very high.
103, thank you.
Ah,
I don't know, I'm looking it up. But tier 3 being siege right now. Roshan banner has been dropped, so this catapult is going to remain the entire time pushing buildings. Wukong is dealing with the snakes at the very least, jumping from Doxan, trying to control Wukong.
We're going.
Charging forwards. Egg has been popped. Ravage off towards the side, but it connects on towards nothing. It does 0 things. Egg pop, stones on towards 4, and this is a terrible fight now for Wukong. He's trying to get out there with a false promise. There's just no escape. He's controlled. He is dead. It's a 4-for-2 exchange. Jump in, silence on towards Zet, but he's just going to run away. But it's a full set of barracks gone, and they could probably just push for another set right now because all the cores are still remaining.
That was very odd. That fight. When I saw Wukong going in and he has the stacking, I was thinking, oh, he's gonna back out now. Okay, he drained some damage. Then he BKB jumps in, and his team is completely not ready to help out. The egg, no one's on it. They try to get a few hits at the end. Ravage, as you mentioned, misses everyone. Very, very odd fight.
Oh, Litzer! Okay, Zet, can he get out of here? Blink dagger, Wukong cooldown, he's fine. But whoa, that was close.
I wasn't worried. I knew he was gonna be fine.
Oh yeah, you know your stuff.
Yeah, and you.
But I feel like in the next game, Heref, I don't think he should be playing Titan. It just does not seem like his hero. Unfortunately, they're gonna jump on towards H2O though. Good damage on towards the Lifestealer, who quickly gets the Infest. Just the damage is about to come out there from Copycat, who keeps the Aegis intact. Very nicely done, and they still kill the next assassin. Stan getting extremely low. The Infest does keep him alive for a little bit longer. The Dual Scepter, Hex, Control, 4 staff, trying to make space here for the puck to get out. Control towards the ref, trapped inside some shards. Doxan jumps in with a stun, just gets killed though. Now Wukong's respawn, BKB off cooldown. But it looks like BadRexon just going to disengage. Kado was able to grab the gem off the dead Slardar at the very least, so they do get out without really losing too much else. But still, at the end of the day, it was 2 full sets of barracks being stripped away there.
Good pick off. And by the way, I just thought, I was like, that's a Dagon 5 now on the next assassin. That's quite nice for them. Unfortunately, they did lose 2 barracks, so it's not like they can walk away from that very happy. And they're smoking up. Alright, no coil, no ravage, but full of hope.
I mean, it's a good move because BadRexon, how could they possibly predict that the other team would make this pretty crazy, stupid decision?
Hey,
you know?
We
Just
can't say that publicly. we can say ill-advised.
No. It's tactically stupid, which is why it's good, Otomo, because there is just no way to predict that this move's going to come. You know, they're thinking outside the box here, the Covenant, and when you're this far behind, you've got to be outside the box. You can't be stuffed in there.
Oh, they're definitely outside the box right now. Their others are back available, but doesn't seem like they'll find anyone in time. A bit unfortunate for them. And remember, with 2 axes down, someone's always going to have to go back and defend. H2 owned. He still got mid on his Shanks. That would be a nice pick off. He walks into the sentry ward. They see him.
Very nice. Taking down the Phoenix is always good. They did actually spot Lincer as well there with that Observer Ward, but no further grab there for the Lina. Just flies away.
40 seconds.
H2O though. He's just in.
Yep.
Alright, starting on towards Copycat with the Abyssal Blades. That's enough damage, gets the kill. And everyone else from the side of the Covenant has to just run away, but no Nyx Assassin now for 45 seconds.
And
I mean, could see another high ground push coming.
he's not, I don't imagine he's very close to the buyback. No, he's not. He's actually has no goal towards it. So, would have been nice if he could buy back. Could have taken a 5 versus 4 fight. They have Call, they have Ravage.
Yeah.
It's the big one.
H2O trying to use up this Aegis. 10 seconds left though, so he has to be careful. The timing's not going to work out. He gets the Infest just as the Ravage came out. He'll collect on towards 3 people there. Rep nicely played. Dogsam in danger. E-Blade actually chucked onto him to get him out of there. Cadeau though will lose its life. That is a gem on the deck. So at the very least the Covenant is going to be able to grab that one for free. But it is more ultimates expended. They did lose their tier 3 tower. But it looks like BadRexon, they're going to re-engage here, Tomo. They're waiting for someone to slip up.
But Copycat's back up. So that is still 5 versus 4 now, advantage for you if you want to extend the the next assassin front. They want to end this, BadRexon. They're like, we have the game, we should win it right now. Copycat.
Threes. Crush lands on towards 2. Stun on towards Copycat. He is dead. No spike carapace to come on out. Now Haref's in danger. He's trying to run. But H2O on the case. Finds the grab. Wind touch as well towards the side. Laguna Blade point blank. And that is 3 people gone there, Tomo. There is a buyback for the Oracle at the very least. And he may be forced to use it. Otherwise, Megas are coming guaranteed.
Oh man, Wind touch. He just hasn't been able to get those saves off. That's another time where he's dead. But he's brought back. He has his ultimate now.
Okay, focusing on towards H2O again, but he's standing his ground against Wukong.
There you go.
There's going to be the false promise. Good stuns though, land on towards multiple heroes. Wind touches gets obliterated, set as well. Gatling down there from Linter, and that is the game, Atomo. There's no way to come back from that one. A GG is cool.
Solid effort. There were times when you feel like they get a good pick off 1 or twice, but the top lane went disastrously for them. Parade was solo dying multiple times to the Life Stealer because it's such a small thing. TPing to a lane means you can't TP out of the lane. And Tidehunter is so bad against Copycat on Shadow Demon, which is one of his signature heroes. I don't think Hareth Centaur is going to be as good as his Timbersaw or Bristleback, but it's a nice step in the right direction. And my god, look at the stats. 3 gauntlets, 3 branches. Massive stats on this Centaur. How much health is that? That's not 1,000 health basically at the start.
Yeah, that's a lot. You know, this man lifts. He benches. That's a lot of work for sure. We'll see how this build does go down. Obviously in their lane. What's he laning up against? It's the Morphling Disruptor, right?
Honestly, a lane like that, you go 2 points and retaliate, you are generally impossible to harass, or you should be in that situation. Like, you can be like, yo, go stack for me, I put 2 points to retaliate, I can take the stacks later. Like, that would be, in my opinion, the ideal way to play it.
We'll see if he does follow sort of strategy or not. Obviously, he's already queued up the 3 completed braces. Like, he's going to full on turn these, upgrade these gauntlets of strength. I think that's still worthwhile because obviously they removed the doubling bonus at the 25 minutes. So do you think it's actually still worthwhile fully completing this item now?
Not really. I appreciate how Bowie once said it. He said the value of the early those bracers nulls was that you were buying a 1,000 gold item for 500 gold. And I was like, wow, that's right. That's what you're doing, because when they double, they're worth 1,000 gold. They're doubling in value. Now, getting them so much, it just doesn't feel as good. I don't think it's worth it. 1 or 2 is okay, but 3, very excessive.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of commitment. Because I mean, how much extra gold is it? It's like an extra 360 gold per bracelet, so 900 odd gold. 365. All right, calm down, buddy, Mr. Calculator.
65. Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's 360 or 360. Then I looked at, the what's it called? The Circuit's 155. So, don't you feel better?
Yeah, I feel better.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't you feel good that I've corrected your mistake?
Yeah, that's what I live for every day. Oh, I'm working with Atomo today. I can't wait to be treated like an idiot.
Not an idiot.
I'm only joking. I don't think that.
No, I'm not. No, when you make mistakes, which are so many, I just correct them so that your knowledge increases. That's a good thing.
That's good. Yeah, you're a really good teacher. It's like negative reinforcement. You got that wrong. No, spray him in the face with the water bottle. Bad.
Now they feel much better. They know it was wrong.
Yeah, they know they disappointed me.
Yeah, this combination combination bottom of Centaur, Shadow Demon, I really like it because Shadow Demon is also one of the best stackers, which is how I think this lane should be. Don't try to kill. Maybe you can kill the Disruptor possibly, but if you can just get the Centaur to farm, he can really farm. You know, and again, 2 points to retaliate. Do it, Copycat. Leave the lane.
He's not doing it just yet. He just wants like to start purely stacking that triangle area, just get the doubles on the go.
Yeah, to be fair though, he can wait. Once you have the Shadow Poison, a couple of points in it, then you can do that. You don't have to do it now. Oh!
Looks like up top, yeah, so far so good here for Wukong. Top of CS 10 and 2. And with this, you know, Blood Right into the Fatal Fortune's End combo, sorry, it's just free damage. There's just no way to get outside of that massive radius quick enough. So slowly and surely, Doxam's getting whittled down up there.
I'm a big fan of Support Doom. I think it's fantastic, but it definitely feels very similar to like the Nyx Assassin, where your laning presence is kind of like, eh. Once you get like a couple points of Scorched Earth, one in the Infernal Blade, then you become a hero. Oh, someone take.
Okay, Glimpse. Ah, it's fine, he's too tanky. I mean, up top, Kiddo, he started level 1 with the Scorched Earth.
Yes.
Do you think that's a mistake, considering how he went for Gluttony? Do you not? But surely, like, you want to get those double Devour charges going as soon as possible to make it more efficient, right? Oh, meanwhile down bomb. Copycat does go down. There is going to be the trade, though. Her F drops in response. H2O does get that one, so first one bonus with the extra gold goes towards the support, but then you've got solo experience for the enemy carry.
Worth.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, they don't mind that.
No, that's an interesting point, but to be fair, if you take Gluttony level 1, mind that creeps don't respond. Oh, he might be dead.
Okay, a lot of damage.
I think he might be dead.
Doxam getting low. Cadeau's also very low on HP. Thirst is applying, but obviously it's only level 1, so it's not really much bonus speed or anything. He's not going to get ran down just yet.
Yeah, alright, here's what you do. You take Gluttony level 1, you take Devour level 1, you go and you eat the range and melee creep between the tier 1, tier 2 tower. Your offlaner will love you. They'll be like, thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, teamwork. I don't know. It in my head it just sounds more efficient. Whether it actually works the other way, who knows? Meanwhile up top, speaking of, Mr. Godot does get burst out. Oh, the spear doesn't latch onto that tree somehow. Pixels away. So unfortunately there for Doxam, he doesn't get that trade. Instead, gets a free courier though, just walks into him. That's a completed wand just gone. And Null Talisman. Was that Null Talisman?
On the courier?
Yeah, it had a mantle of intelligence on it.
Yeah, he's going for it. He actually has an Null Talisman on the Bloodseeker. He's queuing up for it, so he wants it. He wants it. Huh. Yeah, this support Doom again. Its value's not in the lane. Its value's later on. But I'm surprised at the creep he's eaten. He's gotten that less regen. It's 80% less regen reduction. That's actually pretty insane.
It is a lot. I mean, especially against a hero like the Bloodseeker is really good. But the thing is, can he really get, you know, close enough to use it? Is it that worthwhile?
By the way, it says 80, but it doesn't say 80%. What does that mean? Can you guys hover on Kudos and Venom Weapon? Yeah, the creep ability.
Yeah, it literally just says 80.
Yeah, what does that mean? Does that mean it's like if he has above 80 health? I don't know. Feels like 80%. We need to see him hit something.
Yeah, very odd. Meanwhile, looks like down towards the south side. Copycat does lose his life this time round, so kill going the way of BadRexon. I'll take it.
It feels like it's 80%.
Yeah. He just needs to hit anything. Hit a damn neutral creep.
No, I saw him. I saw him when he hit Wukong. He went from 3.8 to 0.8. So it feels like that's 80% reduction.
80%. Yeah, I was watching the hill troll as well. It went from 0.5 to 0.1, so that is 80%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
So someone just got lazy and couldn't be asked to put a little percentage sign in the in the description. Meanwhile, it looks like we're seeing the first rotation coming out here from the Disruptor. Cheyenne's gonna try and go for this move on towards Wukong. There is gonna be the glimpse, dragging it back into the perfectly placed spear. Good control on towards this Bloodseeker, and he will be going down. So good rotation comes on after to net a kill on the carry. Big win.
Unfortunately, Shadow Demon, he's not able to TP because his TP is on cooldown. He's also not making any stacks. And Heraith has got 2 points at retaliate, which is what I wanted him to do. So he's done his, ideal approach. Now we need Heraith to go and start, sorry, not Heraith, Copycat, get us some stacks going, buddy. Come on. Don't get lazy on me.
Doesn't need to. 6 minute just went. Obviously came to secure the room, which is always very important. So he's going to have to, start getting them going very, very soon. Up top, like the Disruptor's just sitting up here. Glimpse back on towards the Oracle yet again. Wind Touch in danger. Will be going down. Wukong though might be able to get this trade on towards the Doom, but body blocks coming in from Doxan, making the space, and the Doom's going to be able to get out there. Although set, he just needs to land one spell, and it's a dead Doom. The Connect field is not magic. Blood Grenade will miss, and he is out of there. Just ends up being a wasted rotation there from the Oracle. Meanwhile, H2 owns getting solo action here right now. 1 versus 2. It's in an awkward spot. Turns back in towards it. Still got a fair bit of strength to morph into, so he should be fine. Only 2 points of Shadow Poison. Yeah, he's okay.
Okay, right. Yeah, again, this copycat needs to move. He does not need to be bottom. You're not actually doing too much. You're not killing the Morphling. You're sapping EXP from the Centaur, who could be level 6. And here comes Kado. Sticking to the... Is he still with advanced weapons? Yeah, that is an odd one. And they're gonna kill.
Nice. Drucole just barely lands in range there, so Lincer secures that one. Well, Kado actually gets the credit, but it'll be a full lockdown. So it is definitely good action coming here for BadRexon. On 2 on the scoreline. Not really enough to net any sizable advantage so far, gold-wise. Oh, H2 owns. Just 2 supports, getting poked at.
Yeah, just trying to do a little bit of damage here and there. Meanwhile, Kado being slowed down. He's getting close to level 6.
There you go. There's the big thing. Oh, yeah, Kado is dead. He is gone. No way to get out of that one with the Cold Snap on top of you. 8-minute rune spawning though. Lincer. Can he get it? Illusion. No, Zet grabs that one, so not going to be a bottle refill today here for the old puck.
One of the coolest tricks I've ever seen in my life was when Oracle was using his Q on himself just as he expected the global signs to come out. Came out, he immediately was able to remove it with the Fortune's End. That was very cool.
Very good.
Ooh, very nice.
Perfect timing. Meanwhile, 2-man smoke here, up towards the north side. They're going to try and find Wukong. He's farming up creeps right now, but having the static storm right now from the Disruptor, so it's not going to be an easy kill.
You have a glimpse though.
Glimpse to the sides. Running down south side. Oh, he dodges the spear there from Wukong, but unfortunately it's still not enough to keep himself alive. Too much control and damage. So do bring him down. Just no TP responses from the supports there to help out their carry. But they had TPs available.
Yes!
Both supports actually had TPs. They just let him die.
Even the Invoker as well. I was looking at only Heraith because he didn't have a TP available, so I'm like, alright, he's allowed. But wow, okay, bottom lane.
Okay, they're gonna try and get a counterplay here. So far, just locked that on towards the Disruptor. Cheyenne's still taking a while to die, but eventually does drop. Kado as well, running off towards the side. He's just gonna try and waste as much time as he possibly can. Tornado perfectly lands. And that should save them a few precious seconds there rather than chasing this little position fort all the way across the ends of the earth.
Nice kill for Wind Touch, by the way. Highest farm support, really doing well. And overall, much more even game compared to the previous one. It is BadRexon a little bit in the lead, but part of it's because you have a Doom on your side who amplifies gold quite a bit.
Definitely. And H2 owned isn't several thousand gold ahead of anyone, which is absolutely massive right now. I mean, he's still having a decent game on this Morphling. 2-0-1 CS, pretty much up there with the rest of them as well. Like, he's progressing. Not as fast as he once did, but he's still doing a very, very good job.
I wonder how long he's going to keep envenomed weapons on the Doom. I guess it's because you're up against Bloodseeker's regeneration, same thing with like the Oracle, but I don't know if that's enough. And I think it's just normal HP regen, right? Yeah, natural regeneration only, so not like heals and things like that.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a Centaur stun or something like that's going to be much, much more useful in the grand scheme of things. So I'm sure he's going to swap up to that soon. Or
you can just get an aura item. I mean, an aura creep like the Centaur's magic resistance is really good as well. I love that one.
Yeah, there is a quite a large amount of magic damage coming out from the Covenant as well, especially in these early parts. So that would do some serious work.
Or the Cobalt, 12% movement speed for the entire team. You can never go wrong with that one.
Yeah. You just feel like the real Taskmaster. What's that spell even called? Isn't it got a good name? I can't remember.
Which one? Oh, yeah, 10% magic resistance. That's a free pipe for the team. And the Cobalt, it's called Speed Aura.
Oh,
but his name is Cobalt Foreman, but the aura is called Speed Aura because they were lazy that day. They were like, move fast, Speed Aura.
Oh. I also feel like the picture for the Speed Aura, rather than being his goblet of wine, it should be his whip. but you know, it's fancier to have his little goblet.
True, the way he's holding it as well. You know, like, yeah, I never thought of someone sitting down drinking wine as a very swift person. You know, it's like, I don't. He's in a relaxed state right now.
Yeah. I like the death animation as well. Like just as he's fallen down, he takes one last swig of his wine, then he hits the floor. It's great.
Well, BadRexon, they have decided to sort of slow down the pace of the game, try to just farm up. Doom is going to go for the ideal build, I feel like, which is the drums, tranquils, into blink. So yeah, this is the way I like to play the hero. So just jump in, throw a Doom, and just you're very useful after that with chasing people down with Scorched Earth.
They are making a move right now because obviously Cadeau just hitting his level 6, but he's just, where's he going? He's just running around trying to, I guess, play some. No, he doesn't even have walls. He's just scouting. Though they do see Copycat. They see the stacks being made on towards the triangle area as well. Oh, and it looks like the support's going to try and farm this triple stacks. This could be an opportunity here for BadRexon to contest this one. They're all coming over en masse.
Okay.
See, they start off. Kiddo chose not. He ate the right creeper, didn't get the skill instead. Out comes the spells. Arena gets the grab on towards Copycat. Tornado though lands on towards the two of them. Keeps Copycat alive for a little bit longer, but eventually does fall. The Disruptor's going to be able to get out of there, but Control on towards the puck. He manages to back on out. Doom, though, on Wind Touch. No escape for this Oracle. He will fall. Cadeau getting extremely low as well. Zet with the amplified damage there. Doing their work. They bring him down. It's a 2-for-1 exchange so far here favoring BadRexon. They're just trying to run, and it looks like they're going to be able to get out.
That was, you know, the problem we talked about, which is that this is not a good Centaur game when you're up against Mars as well as Disruptor. That's what happens. He uses his ultimate, the walls come up, he can't actually go in. And the people in can't go out. And you're like, oh man, my Stampede is so bad. And Invoker got caught in the Static Storm as well. He can't do anything. Very rough use of the first Stampede. And
yeah, not ideal.
Pretty greedy of this. Oh!
What? I think Wind Touch mistimed the Fate's Edict and he just nuked him down to 1 HP. Oh my god. Misclick as well. That is hilarious.
That is not Wukong's fault. You know, usually I want to say this guy has had a really tough career so far from the times we've seen him, but that was not on him. That was not his fault.
Those are the kind of mistakes I expect to see in, like, you know, Ancient and stuff like that, but you know, professional Immortal players game, it's not something you see all too often. That is potentially something Wind Touch is going to be kicking himself over for a while, especially if they lose this game. You know, you might not be able to point that as the exact reason they lost, but it's going to be on Wind Touch's mind.
It's a factor. I mean, that is 40 seconds. He's not farming. That is he loses some gold. Like, these are not small things. They delay his radius by at least a minute by doing that.
Oof.
And,
oh dear, oh dear.
Alright, but Zed, he's got the Orchid. On the other side, I imagine Puck's gonna go for a fast Yule Scepter, yes. Right after the Witch Blades, he immediately queues up the Yules. Because they know, they're like, alright, this is how they're gonna play against me. Doxam, and they're gonna go on top. And so far, the Covenant has been very passive for the last few minutes.
They have. Definitely feeling a little bit threatened, but up towards the top, trying to make this move on towards Doxan. They drop the meatball on top of his face. He's going for the TP out. Is there any other cancel? He just gets out. Free as anything. That's just another blow to the morale, I feel, of the Covenant. They can't even get a free kill like that. Well, I say free kill,
but... It is free. No, it is free.
It should have been.
Like, they messed up by throwing all their stuns early. He was in the ice wall, and that's, again, a Wind Touch mistake where it's like, yo, you can hold your stuns. You don't have to use them all. Oh dear.
Yeah, starting to get shaken right now here, it feels on the side of the Covenant, and they can't really afford to make many more of them.
And Doxam lives, he buys a Blink Dagger, by the way, thanks to that. And yeah, they're still going to be using the Green Claw. Why not? I'm very okay with this.
Yeah. Man, Copycat survived for a really long time. Eventually it does go down.
I think it's because Infused Raindrop skewed, proc twice, and he's got Caesar Serenity. Oh, doubling! Oh, he's trying
okay. Now they're going to use the Stampede. They really want to try and lock him down. The waveform away. Tornado will land, but they might just be baiting them in to stick around for this fight. Meanwhile, off towards the side, Wind Touch has been caught out.
That's his ulti.
Glimpse pulling him back. There is going to be the Stack Storm drop. no save here for the Oracle. Actually, he just walks out. There's no lockdown. He's still trying to run, but Rebuke to the back. He will fall. And it looks like that is going to be the only casualty from this engagement. Just a little position 5 Oracle.
These minor misplays here and there have been adding up to a lot. That, firstly, the kill on the Bloodseeker, the escape of the Mars, which gets him the Blink Dagger, which allows him to jump the Shadow Demon and get the kill. Then they don't kill, they miss out. Like, the Covenant has. You ever feel like you're having a very off day? This must be what must be like for a pro team. They're like, yeah, we're really messing up on small things.
Yeah, it's not looking too hot for him whatsoever. It might just be looking worse. There's BadRexon with this smoke gank coming forwards. Glimpse on towards Wukong. Copcap's too far away to get the initial disruption. Comes in with the second one. He gets doomed himself, trying to TP out. That's not going to make any difference, I feel. He will die. Does save the life of Wukong, though, so they do at the very least keep their carry alive. So that's something.
Yeah, I guess so. By the way, Kado has more farm than Hooray on this support Doom. And he's went for the max Devour after the Scorched Earth, which is ideal. He's got the Blink on the Doom, the Blink on the Mars. Very scary.
He's still holding on to Envenom Weapon, though. This is very strange.
It is strange to me as well. Get the GPM creep, get the Speed Aura one, get anything. I know, I mean, I get the value that's good against Bloodseeker and stuff like that, but it's natural regen only, it's not healing.
Yeah. I mean, so it lasts 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So if he hits the Centaur, for instance, takes away 80%, he's on average like 20 HP regen, so that's what, 16?
Yeah, good math.
HP. So he hits once, and technically that's 32 damage.
Yes.
That doesn't really seem worth it when you compare it to, like you were saying, you could have the magic damage reduction, or you can have a stun. Yeah, it's odd.
I agree. I think there's so many better auras out there, or just abilities, or the freaking Centaur Stomp itself. But you can't really say too much when the guy is crushing the game. You know, you're like, yeah, you're winning by a lot, so probably really good. Oh, Kado.
Do it. Okay. Farming an extremely greedy part of the map. Will get punished for it this time round. Not a single save to be seen there from the rest of BadRexon. Yeah, I mean, farming this camp when you don't have a ward right next to you, quite odd, but maybe he's feeling a little bit overconfident.
Maybe he was checking Twitch chat. You know, because Kado is actually there, sometimes dropping us. We're like, oh, okay. Alright, they smoke up on Covenant. That's actually a good one. They were able to remove Doom from the map. If they can catch the Morph, I believe he just got his Manta though.
Runs into them, stun. He's Strength Morph is got damage to him through that one. Manstar's trying to make the space. Then there comes the Reed with the wall. Make some room there for their Morphling. It looks like H2O's going to be able to get out there. Doc Sam with the big save. Stackstorm as well, locking down on towards 3. Puck thinking about re-engaging, but not going to jump on towards the orb. Instead, lots of spells committed from either side. And potentially BadRexon are going to go for the counterplay right now, but they don't have any ultimates left to use. Actually, no, that's a lie. They have Doom and they still have Dreamcore. I'm lying to you.
Doom is the scary one, but Copycat actually gets killed. Lane jumps on him and just bursts him down. They do have Radius on Bloodseeker. With the BKB on top, there's, aside from getting Doom, there's nothing that actually controls you. So if you can get that, that would be a big deal for him.
It would help. Depends how quickly you can get there, though. That's the big thing. I'd say, was the last game, every single time Roshan respawned, we saw, like, you know, the 20-minute mark or whenever it was daytime, BadRexon just went for it. Neither of these lineups really look like Roshan lineups, though, in my opinion.
No, but yeah, Morphling, I mean, he's a pretty good price picker.
It's not too bad, but compared to like the sheer amount of minus armor they had in the previous.
Copycat about to lose his life, and Wind Touch gets it. That's nice. That is the Reigns of Destiny. That's a lot.
The thing is, it's Reign of Destiny, but their Destiny could still be very bad here, Tomo. It might not be too great for him, because so far this game's looking rough. But like you were saying earlier, it's not as bad as Game of One by any means.
I mean, to be fair, this is one of the better games to have Reign of Destiny against. Imagine Mars Arena, Kinetic Field, Coil. You pop a Reign of Destiny there. That's a big deal. The thing is, they don't have a pipe, and Centaur wants to get BKB. That's not bad. That's good, but a pipe. It's a pipe game. You know, someone should get it.
it would have a lot of value for sure. Maybe, you know, there's still time. He's got a BKB queued up for Href so far. I'm not getting one eventually.
Alright.
I was looking at Wind Touch, right?
Yeah.
He's not gone for a Holy Locket. Is that normal or a conscious decision? Because it feels like Holy Locket is just super strong on this hero.
It is, but I like what he's going for with the Glimmer Cape. I think that's the better choice. Holy Locket is quite expensive, and the invis from the Glimmer, the magic resistance, you can use it to save others. I like it more. I think he should get Holy Locket, but way later.
Okay.
And by the way, they're going to have 3 BKBs and 2 Glimmer Capes soon on the Covenant. That's quite good timing. It does negate so much of what BadRexon brings to the table.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, it will be big. Like Copycat, yeah, just got his Glimmer delivered. Wind Touch has his in 300 gold.
Oh.
Maybe for the Bloodseekers in 800 gold. Invoker has his in also 800.
There's
but
lag.
Href is a full build away, and yeah, standard lag. I'm quite surprised we didn't have a pause at the very start of the game like we normally do.
I believe the other series actually had to bring in a stand-in because they were having so much lag. So we were comparatively lucky compared to that.
Yeah.
By the way,
what is with this region and bet?
I don't know. I mean, it shouldn't be, but it's there. By the way, Doom has finished the Solar Crest. I'm liking this because I'm watching Kado and I'm thinking I might try this in the next game. You know, like I really like support Doom, and if he picks it, might be good.
Yeah, that's what happens. You know, a pro picks an odd hero and an odd role, and it makes all the noobs think they can do it.
Exactly, except the part where he said noobs. That part was wrong. You know, he said.
Sorry.
Talented.
Right. Yeah, I do that all the time. I said the wrong thing. Sorry. Didn't mean to upset you.
Well, in the meantime, they're going for Roshan. There, are you happy? You were saying they haven't taken 20 minutes, and there, more play. Look at him, smashing through Roshan. What a good Roshan taker.
Yeah, not too bad. Now we're going to start this one off. There is the Covenant in the general vicinity, so they might be considering going for this one. So they have a smoke. They do have one on Copycat, but they're not using it. And it looks like this is just going to be a freebie here going over towards BadRexon. Even if they use it now, they're not going to get her in time. So that is going to be an Aegis into the hands of H2 Owns. And in that case, is that just a time for BadRexon to start pushing, or are they just going to look for pickoffs?
I think if you can find a pickup, I think it's this Aegis should be all the tier 2s down by the end. Because if you look at Covenant, they're still got some time for those BKBs. I think that Centaur's one particular is going to take like more than 1,000 gold. So this is, let's get all the tier 2s down, and then next Aegis will be a pickoff into high ground. Like this Aegis,
seems like that's one on the menu.
I think this Aegis ends roughly around the time the Wisdom Room is about to respawn. So if you can get all the tier 2s and the Wisdom, that's a huge gain for you. My god.
Starting off onto this spawn tier 2. Looks like maybe the Covenant though are thinking about contesting this one. They're skirting around their triangle. They're going to be careful. High ground ward. Kado jumps forward. There's going to be the read. They've got the grab immediately on towards the Shadow Demon. Public enemy number 1. He is gone, but at the same time, they lose their disruptor. So it's just the trader supports for now. We'll come with the BKB. He's just going to try and run down on towards this Mars. Yules avoids the vast majority of the damage. Dreamcore lands on towards 3. H2O zips in aggressively. They want to at least finish off Hareth. It looks like the Centaur will go down. Zet, he's got to be careful. His BKB's running out. He goes invis. And he will be able to get out there with his life intact. So it's a 2-for-2 exchange. Offlaner and support for offlaner and support. Hard to say who came out on top, but I'm guessing seeing as how the Covenant are behind, they get a bit more gold.
They do. And actually, we can see the fight recap for that. They get quite a bit more gold. Same amount of EXP though. And I imagine also you still want to fight, you still have Wind Touch Ultimate. Again, these false promises have been very conservative on the Covenant side. And that might seem like always a good thing, but you also think, if I throw it's an offensive tool, I'm telling that guy you're not dying for 10 seconds, they can go crazy, especially like on a Bloodseeker. So
yeah, you just have no threat, just charge on in and do a lot of work.
And so there's value to throwing it offensively and being like, yo, go, you know, like think of it like Alacrity from Invoker. It makes that person so much more scary. Alacrity and False Promise, insane.
Wow. That's a pretty big buff.
That's not bad.
Do you know what that all by though? A Yule Scepter. Copycat though. Control. Spear doesn't land on towards the tree, but he still ends up losing his life. Cadeau though off towards the side. This Doom surrounded by 3. Rain of Destiny on top of his head. Disruption though, it lands on towards 3 heroes with the arena as well. It's good control, but Wukong just charges out there with his BKB used. Zet though survived. False Promise comes on out, keeps him alive for a little bit longer. Meanwhile, Wukong does finish off the disruption in the back lines. Jump force from Doxan. Got the control towards Haref. The Centaur will be the sacrifice yet again. So it's another 2 for 2. A very greedy jump forwards there from Zet. Yule Scepter though gets rid of the silence. He should be able to get out of there with the blink. He does retreat. But it's another tier 2 gone. A relatively even trade.
Oh man, I wonder if you know what he could have done here or just now, Wind Touch. He could have used the Fortune's End standing next to the puck when he's Yules on himself, not on the puck, so he can dodge it. That might have been able to bring the puck out of the Yule Scepter, and you can have caught him and killed him. But very tough situation to be in. Overall, decent holds coming out from the Covenant.
Yeah, these fights are not one-sided whatsoever. Like, Wukong has been able to just charge on in there both times right now, just doing a lot of damage and work. But so far, all he's really been able to focus on are the supports.
Yep.
Doesn't really feel confident to stand his ground up against the Morphling just yet. He's going to have to get a few more items. Obviously, has the Axe queued up as his next main item. He's about 2,000 gold away. So a few more minutes before he has that one line. But once he has it, it's a lot of damage.
And by the way, the double BKB, the double Glimmers, they've been doing work, but I can't help but feel like a pipe, which doesn't get removed by Yule Scepter, for the record, would have been amazing on Hareth right now. Like, the magic damage is insane, and you can negate so much of it.
Good.
Oh,
wait, gonna help there, so jump on in from the Morphling. Glimmer once again.
Can't do that.
No detection there. H2 owns. Just steals with those illusions, no problem. The Purge was already used. Rain of Fate drops, not really going to achieve all too much though. It's still just slowly towards this tier 3 tower. Everyone's back though. Good Spear Arena! They get the perfect connection on towards A. Finally pops BKB, but the physical damage is going to be enough. The False Promise is there, keeping him alive for a bit longer. The Doom does get committed, so eventually that Invoker is going to go down. Lincer in deep on his own right now. But it's a trade, 2 cores gone. There's going to be another glimpse, pull him back. Dangerous position right now, and needs help from the rest of his team. But H2O dealing all the damage. That's no Bloodseeker now for 70 seconds without a buyback here at Tomo. Wind Touch as well has been caught. It's another jump forwards, and it's another dead support. Godlike spree now here for Linter. This puck doing some serious work.
Oh man, it was actually going so well for them. The False Promise was perfect on the Invoker. He had a sliver of health, but Copycat threw down the disruption very early. I thought he'd like save it to the last second of the Doom so that you can dodge the damage from it or something like that, but very unideal situation. That's very unfortunate, and now Covenant, they got no one to defend this, looking like they're going to be losing at least once of their barracks.
I mean, still 30 seconds without the Bloodseeker. Everyone else is going to be up very, very soon. It looks like BadRexon are going to put the little bit of pressure on the brakes there and just back off for now. Obviously, big victory just found. Lead up to about 16,000 to 17,000 gold. So they're very happy with the way the game's progressing.
The nice thing is that Hareth is going to have a BKB in the next fight, and he's going to have that 12 strength talent as well on the Centaur. That's nice, but I don't feel like that's really going to be enough.
Need a little more.
What does Cadeau have? Cadeau has a Lotus Orb. Dude, Solar and Lotus, I would love to play this. Oh, and look at that, he's got... Yeah.
Oh, that's a big kill to find. Lincer caught his pants down. 9 kill streak going in the hands of Zet. Over 1,800 gold for the whole team. Now Cadeau caught hit from the Rupture. Just gets outside the range of the Blood Rise. Sunstrike actually gets pushed away from it, but regardless, there's enough damage. They will get another kill.
That's 1,000 gold just from the kill on Cadeau. And the earlier kill was 2,000 gold, though. That's a lot. Roshan's not going to be up in some time, though. So whatever kills you get, is that's what you're getting from these kills. Oh, Axe Scepter. Very nice.
Starting to get some good little timings right now here from the Covenant. Start bouncing back, but they've got to use the space while they have it. And yeah, unlucky for them that Roshan hasn't already realised it. Could have been a fantastic opportunity to get an Aegis into the hands of the Bloodseeker, but hey ho, the fates did not align for that one, Atomo.
By the way, the Bloodseeker, it says undispellable. I'm not sure if that means the shield or the like turning off of the blood mist. I know you can't turn it off, but I don't know if the shield still stays. Oh, one touch! Just walks into the sentry and dies.
Ooh, that's unlucky. Charge forwards again from H2O.
Baby kill.
Got Wukong on top of him. They're going to try. Oh, he actually turns into Shadow Demon, gets his own disruption there to avoid the blood ride. But look at the damage. He just Gatlins him down. He just disintegrated this Bloodseeker. That was insanely fast. And now Zet goes the BKB TP. He will make it out, but they lose 4 people in like 5 seconds, Otomo. How did that happen?
H2O's damage is insane. And he's got the Skadi, so he was actually like preventing the Bloodseeker from getting any of that region going that he needed. Oh, very unfortunate. Almost brings down the Morphling. But
did 2,500 damage to Bloodseeker, and that was literally like 2 seconds. That was bonkers.
Oh.
And this is it, tier 4s.
There is good news about this game, though. There's still something about it.
Go on.
I'm gonna be playing Doom support very soon.
Making mistakes.
Yeah, good for us. Maybe not good for your future teammates. Oh well, we don't care about them.
They'll be very grateful. Yeah, it's 20,000 gold. This is still a much better showing for the Covenant game too, despite the fact that it looks like it's a beatdown, but it's only a beatdown now. It was pretty decent for the rest of the game. Oh, Zed.
Okay, good tornado. Trying to make space here, keeping these buildings alive, but H1 trying to focus on towards the buildings. Shank's gonna go lose his life potentially in the backlines. We will Dogsum traps into Linton with the damage as well. They're finishing them all off. Finally, the Bloodseeker has respawned. It's down to a 3 versus 4. We're coming in, but the Megas have now been secured here at Tomo. Good spear. Make some space. H2O to stats. Good. Look at the damage, man. It's disgusting. Just melts people in seconds. All they could do is run away. Copycat has absolutely no room to retreat with this one. Turns into the Bloodseeker just with the bonus movement speed. He's just going to chase them all down. He's going to dive the fountain at Tomo. He's going for it, and he gets the kill. GG is called, and it's a 2-0 victory there for BadRexon.
Well done, though. H2O is really having an amazing performance. 10-0-10. First game is 12-0-12. Now it's 10-0-10. So, you know, same thing. The Skadi with the Flash, with the Daedalus, he does so much damage, and he's really good against all the heals coming out from the Covenant as well. So, BadRexon came in as the favorites.